Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to welcome you to today's agribusiness discussion. And today we are privileged to host the Executive Director of Africa Agribusiness Academy, who will be giving us some thoughts on his experience in agriculture and digging deep on some of the challenges that exist within agriculture, how he came into agriculture, which would help explain to quite a number of people that it is a department that someone can be able to work in and be able to succeed, albeit the challenges that exist. We are also going to do this continuously every week. We shall be hosting quite a number of people, ranging from members, ranging from partners, board members, and everything. And today we were privileged that we would like to open it up with the executive director. And we are glad that we shall be getting thoughts from him about how he feels like about agriculture, about agribusiness, and about the work he has done for us to know that anybody else can be able to benefit from this. So I would like Farid to greet the audience that we have, and then we can move on to the question.
Thank you very much, Lawrence, for hosting me. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm called Farid Karama, and I'm happy to be here to share with you different information about agribusiness, but also looking at different opportunities that are existing in this world. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for those, at least you've greeted the people that are with us. And now would like at this point to just know, let the people understand who are you, who is Farid Karama, just at the personal level, who are you? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. Farid Karama is my name once again. I'm actually a professional experienced manager in the agribusiness space. I've been in the space for agribusiness for over 18 years, and I'm happy that at least met different people, looked at different opportunities, and as Lawrence mentioned, I'm going to share with you these kinds of opportunities that are existing. I'm a married man with 2 kids, and yeah, I'm happy with my family, and still passionate about the young people. Many young people know me about my work, and I'm really happy that we have impacted very many people in different ways in agribusiness, but also as in business in general.
All right, thank you. Thank you. And I would like also to understand, I know some people do call you the mentor. I would like to understand, why do people call you the mentor, please?
Yeah, for many years, I think it's over now, coming to 18, 20 years, when I saw there was an opportunity whereby there were a lot of ideas amongst the young people, but they didn't have people to guide them. So I was looking also at my friends, that we had very good ideas, but we didn't have people to guide us. So that's when I started supporting my individual friends, youth, to see that we can put their ideas into a reality. And that's where the name, the mentor, came from. And I'm happy that I've mentored very many young people in and out of Africa. There are over actually 500. And whenever I see them grow, I'm really happy to see that at least I've walked the step with them. And I'm always available to mentor young people.
Okay, thank you. And I would like now to know, like, for so many people that you meet in agriculture, some of the people will tell you, me, I was born on a farm, I grew up in agriculture. Some people tell you, I met agriculture on the road. So I'd like to know, how did you come to engage with agriculture? When and how did you get back into it?
I think it's way back. It's many years back, when after my secondary school, when I saw an opportunity. My brother was already in agribusiness, my older brother, and I decided to join him so that at least work with him and also learn this experience. And I'm happy that my experience with him gave me a lot of opportunities to see what agribusiness is and what opportunities are there. And I'm so thankful to my elder brother, Abdul Karim, for this opportunity, that he accepted me to join him in the agribusiness, his agribusiness company, so that I can learn and also share with what I've learned to the other people. So it has been almost 20 years ever since I joined him, and up to today, he's actually still guiding me on different kinds of. So my agribusiness experience is not a class agribusiness, but it's a practical experience. I learned from experience because my profession is information technology, basically computers and all that. But I found myself into the agribusiness space, which I'm very happy to be part of.
All right. Thank you. And I would like just to dig a little further. Yes, your brother brought you in. What was your experience? How did it start? I would just like to dig deep, like what things did you begin on? Did you find them easy? Were things a bit hard? How just uh, tell us a bit further about that.
I think the things were not very hard because I had someone to guide me. You know, sometimes when you get someone to guide you to walk through different steps, you'll find everything easy. So when I joined him, I actually joined him as his company as an operations manager, and at that time was overseeing the operations of the company until when I reached to a stage where I was given an opportunity to be a managing director, but through the guidance of my brother, because all those steps were through the guidance. That's why I say when you have someone to guide you, you'll find everything very easy for you in life, you know, because you're there to talk to someone to correct you, someone to really show you what you need to do so that you can be a better person in the future.
Thank you, thank you. That's a very good lesson. I have a feeling that some of the people joining us, of course, we are live still on Facebook. I hope even the people there are getting some very good information. Now, I would like now to see if I know you're the executive director of Africa Good Business Academy. I would like to know, how did you join Africa Good Business Academy? Did you join as a cleaner and went up the chain? Did you join from the top? How did you get into the academy? Where did you start? And how did you follow the journey to the executive director? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. That's a very interesting question. Uh, I should say that I've been with Africa Business Academy, I think, since day one. Maybe just to give you a small background, when the academy was going to start, I was part of my brother's company, which I was managing. And that time, or the company of my brother was among the companies that was chosen to be part. In Uganda, there were only 3 companies which they chose, and I was one of them to go to the first meeting in Arusha for us to understand what AAA is. I think you see the photo there, which is showing about the agribusiness kickoff meeting in 2010, May. So it's almost 10 years in existence. So I've been with Africa Agribusiness Academy from 2010, and I've seen it grow from different levels. There are a lot of things that I've learned within the academy. First of all, I should appreciate that the academy has created a very good network. I know for myself, but also for the other people. You know, when you're looking for an academy or an organization to be part of, one key thing is I always look at the network that it's going to give you. So it has given me a bigger network. It has given other SMEs who are part of a bigger network, because if you go to Kenya, you feel at home. If you go to Tanzania, you feel at home. If you go to other countries, you feel at home, because as Africa Agribusiness Academy, we are family. So I went through the different stages. I remember when the academy started, we came back, I was a country coordinator. Then I went into the country chairperson. I went into being the country director for Uganda. So it has been a journey until 2015, when I now got a new position of being the Africa Executive Director to oversee all the activities in Africa. But the most key things that I've seen within the organization is that there are a lot of opportunities out there amongst the small and medium companies that are part of the academy. And also there's a lot of knowledge that I've gained personally, but I know many other people have also gained the knowledge from there. But ever since the Arusha meeting in May, I remember we were a group of around 15 people, but right now we are seeing over 10 years, we are over 500 people. So I think we are growing amidst all different kinds of challenges, like COVID has interrupted so much of our activities, but we are hopeful that this is a strong Pan-African network, and we're looking forward to really see how we can tap into other countries. So I encourage everyone out there who is watching us, who is listening to us, that should come and join us, and request all other development partners to look for us so that we can see how we can put our efforts together to support different small and agribusiness companies in Africa. Lawrence?
All right, thank you. Thank you. That's a wonderful journey, and I do believe that walking it was a bit of wonderful. Now, I think I would like just to request you. Yes, we are within a COVID lockdown. We are within a period of a pandemic. I would like you to just take it like 2 minutes or five, and possibly just from your mind give people some of the things that people could do within this pandemic, and maybe some opportunities that people could work on and things of the kind. Just feel free. It's not an examination question. It's just about your feeling as an individual. Yes, Farid. Yes, hello,
Lawrence?
Farid. Oh,
Yes, now I
okay. Can
can
you
hear
get me
you.
now? You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That I would like to ask that yes, we are in a period of a pandemic, and quite a number of organizations are facing a number of challenges. I just want to just off your mind, what would you like advise an organization and to in such a period, and we see if it could help some people.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. I think with this pandemic, there is a good and bad effect to the businesses. And one thing I would like to mention that with this pandemic that has come and it has hit us for over 2 years now, it is also a blessing in disguise. Why am I saying that? We see as many companies, they never sit back to look at their businesses. But you see, during this time, businesses now have tried to re-strategize the way they work. And I think it has given an opportunity. If the pandemic didn't come, I think the businesses would really not go into looking of what new ways of working and all that. But I think the best thing I would advise very many SMEs is that let's use this opportunity to see how we can re-strategize our businesses. Many people have been looking at, for example, let me give an example of people have been selling their products to the supermarket. But I see now many companies are re-strategizing. They are creating online platforms where you order and they deliver to your home. Before, people wouldn't think that the online marketing would really work. So I would encourage very many people to use this opportunity of the pandemic to sit down and re-strategize, look at the businesses, reduce on the costs, because let's avoid spending a lot and yet we're not bringing in a lot of money. So let's re-strategize, look at the costs that are really you want to incur, and also make sure that at least you have a successful business. That's the only way we can really survive this during this pandemic. But also look out for different markets. Identify if the markets you had and the markets that maybe you're getting through online, is it worth it? Because, for example, you've been selling to supermarkets, but your money is staying there for almost 2 or 3 months, you know. But when you're doing an online business, it's actually maybe you deliver and I pay you money. So we have to think out of the box to see how we can survive during this time, but it will help us in the future as we move on.
All right, thank you. And I would like to now request you to look at something of in the last I think 2 or 3 weeks. Things have been moved. There are some screenshots that someone put on Twitter about people who have invested in agriculture and have not been able to recover their money. People are complaining about this and about that. And I would like to just get your thoughts. Of course, it's not cast on stone that you are the best everything on this, but I believe that you have the capacity to make a response to such a thing. So just what are your thoughts? What are some of the key things that possibly could help people not to get into such things, and we see what it could do.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think that's that situation that we saw where people are saying that they have been put in a lot of money in agribusiness, but they've not got out. One thing I always ask people like that, did you do a market research of whatever you're going to do? Because I always get many people calling me, I've planted sweet potatoes, I need market. But did I tell you to grow it for me? You know, so those are like questions that you need to ask yourself. I'm going to agribusiness. Where is the market? What are the different opportunities? Can I add value to the products that I have? You know, before you really go in 100%, you first have to do a market research, a product research. You know, I remember like many people grew many years ago vanilla. Everyone, they told them grow vanilla, and everyone grew vanilla. When market, after some time, they were harvesting, and they were again asking, where is the market? You know, so I think we need to be strategic here to see that you grow, enter into any agribusiness venture, but you know where you're going to sell the product. And you know, we have a tendency as farmers or some people who really just have resources and they feel they can do agriculture because they have the money. I think that's not the way it is. We have to plan, and planning needs a lot of things. You know, you have to look at, okay, how many acres do I need? I have a friend of mine who one time, without consulting me, went and grew almost over 20 acres of onions. And surprisingly, when he was harvesting, I think he got only 2 bags from 20 acres. Then he comes back to me. He says, "What was the problem?" And I asked him, "How did you do it?" He said, "No, I planted, I took the money, and I was always on the phone checking, how is it, you know?" So those phone things don't work. When you're doing agribusiness, when you're doing farming, you have to be practical, you have to be on the farm. If you have another job somewhere else, at least sacrifice 2, 3 days to go and check what is happening. But if you feel that you're going to sit back and everything, then you're going to lose out. So proper planning for any agribusiness enterprise is very key. However much you have all kinds of resources, you must be on ground, you must plan well, and you must know what the market demands. You're not just going to go and grow and you feel that when you're ready, you're just going to take the market. Sometimes you might go, the market needs it, but you're going to be cheated, and both they'll buy your things at a very low price. So we need to do proper planning for any agribusiness venture that you are going to. But maybe just for purposes of advice, is that I think now we should think more of value addition. Because when you add value to any product that you have, it makes more sense and you can get some more money out of it. So whatever products that you look at, different opportunities that are out there in terms of value addition, and try to add your product as value added, and you earn at least some good money out of it.
Thank you very much. I have picked around 3 key things. I've picked market research so that you're producing for the market. I have picked value addition, and I've picked planning, and I've also picked being able to do proper monitoring of the business. So as someone succeed, I have a feeling that if any of those people, or possibly someone who could have gotten to such a challenge, is listening in, I have a feeling they would be able to gain from that. So I would also, at the beginning, we talked about opportunities within the agricultural space. I would like just to feel, yes, it's not that you own the opportunities, but I would like just you to openly speak about some of the opportunities that you know about that are within agriculture. Possibly you could help a fellow who's listening in. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lawrence. Like I said, there are a lot of opportunities out there, and one of them that I already mentioned, the value addition. If we add our products into a value-added products, I think that's our first opportunity. The other is try to look out of the box. What can you do different in the agribusiness space? You know, some people think that when you're doing agriculture, it's only on the farm, but you could also do maybe, you could be a marketeer into the agribusiness space. You source products and you market them. The other is we have to look at those things that people cannot really offer. An interesting thing I'm so passionate about agritourism, and that is in agribusiness. Many people don't really talk about it, but I feel agritourism is one of the opportunities. Many people have farms, but they only sell out products. But if you host people, then you're going to make money out of that by hosting people while they visit their farm. So that's also an opportunity. And the other is there are very many other opportunities that are out there, both local and within the East African region, within the international region, in terms of export products, but also good quality products that are needed out there. But most importantly, there are also a lot of knowledge out there. You know, there are these organizations that are offering people to go to at least have a 1 week short course in maybe post-harvest handling and all that. I see those opportunities, and there are very many. I know the university in the Netherlands, the Wageningen University, is offering that, and people have to apply. But people, when see those opportunities, they don't really take it serious. So there are all kinds of. If we start breaking down all the opportunities, we'll really take a whole day. But I think the most important thing is whatever you want to do in agribusiness, start small and you take steps to grow to another level.
Okay, thank you very much. And for the people with us who are listening in, I would like to inform you that as we look to close or to get to the end of this discussion, if you have any questions, please use the chat box. You type any question there that is relevant to this discussion, and the executive, I will read that out to the executive director and he will respond. So Farid, I would like to talk to you about the future of agriculture. It's when you look at agriculture, if we encourage youth and possibly children and people who are still at a very young level to like and look to participate within agriculture, I feel would be setting the pace for a better future for agriculture. Therefore, I would like you to give two forms of messages. I would like you to give a message to a youth out there, possibly one engaged in agriculture and one who's not yet engaged in agriculture. What message would you package for them in agriculture? And possibly to a parent or possibly someone who would give their daughter or son to listen to this discussion, package a message for these young people who are 6 to 18, a message for them that could trigger their participation in agriculture. You choose to begin with whoever you feel like. I've given you the three people, the youth engaged in agriculture, youth not engaged, and the pupil, this young child, 6 to 18 years. The floor is yours, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Lawrence. And maybe I'll start with those that are engaged in agriculture. I think what that I want to encourage is for them to form partnerships, because the future for agriculture or the agribusiness in the world is really it's very bright, because people are continuing to eat, and the more the world is growing, the more food that is needed. So one is to create partnerships that really can support them. I think that is very key. And also they should continue searching for knowledge, because things are changing. The trend of agribusiness is changing. People now are growing into small houses, but they're earning a lot of money. They're earning big. You have a small greenhouse and you're earning a lot than someone who is doing outdoor. So knowledge is very key. They should continue looking out for knowledge and creating different partnerships with also other young farmers who are out there, so that at least when the demand is increasing, they can really collectively come together and satisfy whatever market that is coming towards them. So the other group of those who are young or those who are not engaged in agribusiness, I think it's time for them to come in and engage in agribusiness, because I think the time is now. If we don't engage now, we may lose out, because I see very many families have a lot of land, but it's idle. So I think these young people can even start growing few things at home as they learn. We have very many expertise out there who are doing urban farmings. They come and set up an urban farming for you and your home, so that at least the children can know that every morning I have to go and water them. When it's time for harvesting, I can harvest. That's one way we can show the practical experience to the young people for them to like agribusiness than just leaving them there, with these mobile phones nowadays, people on the phone from morning to evening. But if we have an activity, a small chicken farm at home, engage them, and you never know, that's the only way we can always entice these young people to join into agriculture, because many years ago when we were in school, we saw agriculture as a punishment, because you would make a mistake or you would fail an exam at school and they tell you go and dig. But we need to change that perspective, that agribusiness is something that you can make some good money out of it. For the parents watching us, I think it's important that for those that are in farming, you should go with the kids to the farm so that they can get to learn what you're doing. That's the only way we can entice them. If I didn't join my brother, I wouldn't be where I am today. Because with his knowledge, and he accepted me in his farm, that's how I really got to learn about agribusiness. And that's where I am today. It's now over 18 years. I'm in the space of agribusiness. So I think as parents, we need to encourage our children to always visit different farms, and let's use the opportunity. I know we're in the lockdown, but once we're out of the lockdown, schools are opening, schools are still closed. We could use these opportunities to visit different farms with the kids. One is to make sure that we are enticing them to understand agriculture, but also to like agriculture. As we move on, it will be better for them to really, as in future, to see that they also join the agribusiness space, because we need many farmers on board. And with the ever-growing demand of food, I think with time, there will be a market for everything that is agribusiness.
Thank you very much. I think I have put myself in the different perspectives, and I feel that you've talked to me as a youth engaged in agriculture, talked to me as a youth not yet engaged in agriculture. Now, I would like you to take this time to talk about this program. We will be doing it as a continuous program. I would like you to garner the interest of the people listening in to join us for the continuous coming issues and see how they could benefit from this. I would just like you to open it up, tell them what to expect, so that we can see how to close. I've not seen any questions coming in, so I feel the people are enjoying what we've offered, but I'd like you to gain interest for the people for the next sessions to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think this is our first session, and I would like to appreciate the management in charge of this. To thank you for bringing this. I think it is going to benefit very many people. So this program is going to be hosting different small and medium companies within the agribusiness space, and looking at the members with Africa Agribusiness Academy on a weekly basis. So we shall have people from Rwanda, from Malawi, from Tanzania, from Kenya, from Tanzania, who will be hosted. One is to learn from them what they're doing and how are they engaged in agribusiness, and so that we can get to know their story, and also the most important thing, how they became part of the Africa Agribusiness Academy, and what they have gained out of, and maybe what advice they would give those who want to really join agribusiness. So we request that I see very many views already on Facebook, which is very good, because sometimes people always now, like I said, people are on the phone, so it's easier for someone to access Facebook and watch from there. But we're really grateful, and this is going to run from today until the end of the year, until maybe next year, because we are in a situation where we cannot really now do activities or meetings physically, and we are now forced to really adapt to the virtual meetings, and this is the beginning. So we are going to have more of these just to hear their stories, and for us all to get to understand where AAA or Africa Agribusiness came from and where we are heading. So I would like to encourage those who have attended today's session to follow us again next week, I think same time, to get to know of what is happening in the agribusiness space, and also get to learn what other people are doing. Thank you very much, Lawrence.
All right, I see someone with a hand up. Yes, I'd requested the people to type questions in the chat box. I would like you to just give you a minute to ask what you have to ask, and so that we can close, because I had requested you to type in the chat, but let me let you can open your mic and ask your question, please. Tim Chemonges, please, you open your mic and ask your question so that we can respond to it. He seems not to be able to open the mic. So what we are going to do is I would like you to say bye to the people who have attended today's session, and then we can officially close this session. Back to you, Farid.
Thank you very much, Lawrence, for hosting me, and thanks to others who are watching us on Facebook and those who have been with us on the Zoom platform. Thank you so much. I encourage you to join in again next time so that you can follow the discussion. I'm happy that we are going to share all kinds of knowledge that will benefit you to see that you're successful in the agribusiness, but also learn. You never know, you could tap into an opportunity from different presenters that we are going to have. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. Stay safe, and yeah, we pray for the best.
All right, thank you so much for accepting my invitation to be part of this session, and thank you to everyone who has joined us, and bye-bye. We see you again Thursday next time to have another person discussing. All right, bye-bye. Thank you for coming.